Okay, so we have the Jeep body off. I've already showed a different video for that. Now, usually the CDI is on here by the holder. It's just slipped on there. Now, while you have the body off, and I do, like I said, I have a video of taking the body off, so we have that. But while it's off, and the only way to reach these components here, so the CDI, the solenoid, and the voltage rectifier, all right here, the only way to really reach these is if the body is off. Now, you could actually technically cut a panel in here, so if you did remove your tracks, you could take the piece off and then you could get to this stuff. But this is the only way to access any of this. And I mean, the CDI, like I said, super easy to change. Take it up, unplug it like that, get your new one, plug it in, slide the holder back on the little clamp they have for it here. Just wiggle it back and forth like that. Just like that. And now, if you're gonna do the solenoid, solenoid's easy too. I'll pull it up and I'll open it up too. But the voltage rectifier, so the voltage rectifier is right here. It has just an 8mm bolt that holds it on with a nut on the bottom, and that's it. So you take it off, and again, it's just plug and play. Now, the solenoid's a little bit different. The solenoid, you need to disconnect the wires. So I'm gonna go a little bit deeper on that, and I'll show you how to change the solenoid. Anytime you're changing the solenoid, disconnect your battery, just for safety reasons. You don't want any sparks flying off anything, a live wire touching something. You might as well just take it off. So I'm gonna get a few tools so we can do the solenoid. But like I said, for the CDI and the voltage rectifier, it's literally just plug and play. So just give me a moment, I'll get some tools and I'll be right back. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is just disconnect our battery right here. And you don't need to take the battery right out or anything. Just take the top wire off it. As long as the power's off it, it'll be fine. Just like that. There we go. Just like that. Ooh. Great. Okay. So okay. Okay. So we peel that back, and you will have to retape that back on. I don't know if you noticed, but I did bring some black tape. Okay. So all I have to do is peel these rubber things back. Now, the one that's on this side with the red right here with the white stripe on it, it actually runs down to the starter, and it goes directly to the starter. So that goes right down there. I'll show you there. Just flip it around a little bit, right down to here. So this is that wire there. So that's your starter wire. So all your solenoid, what it does is, so if you look at this plug right here, when you hit your start button, all this is like a light switch. So the light switch flips, takes all the power from the battery, because that wire goes directly to the battery, and it just crosses it right over to the starter wire and just sends pure power down to that starter. So if I could take, like right now, well, the battery's not connected, but while this battery's connected, if I took a screwdriver or a wrench like this and just put it across the top like that, what it's gonna do is it's gonna try to start the machine. It's gonna tick, 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 and it's gonna try to start it, because like I said, this is just a light switch. It's not technically a light switch, it's more than that, but it's just a relay that flips on and off. to send power from when you hit the key, from the battery, directly to the starter. So there's no in between. There's literally just this and that, and that's it. Now, to remove these, it's just a 10 mil. You just loosen these off. I'm not going to take them off because there's just no point. But I wanted to show you. Now, you want to make sure that this is well covered when you rewrap this. And there is a reason you do it like this. You don't want that to contact with anything because it's always live. So the one coming off the battery obviously has always power in it. So as soon as it touches any sort of ground or anything, it's just going to arc right out. And it's going to do some damage. It's probably, if it touches for a long time, it's going to melt this wire. It might damage the battery. And it could damage some other electronics on here too. So you just want to be very careful of that. Now, when you're done, you're going to want to rip this cover back over and then just put maybe 1 or 2 wraps of black tape on it just to hold it in place. So just this cover here, we want to wrap it around like this. Like I said, it's just once or twice just to hold it so that there's no arcing anywhere. Like that. Then we can go ahead and we can shimmy it back down over our thing. I like to keep this at the top like that so it shimmies down nice and tight. Just like that. And then you can go take your power wire from your battery. Like that. And put your wire back on. Just like that. And then make sure you slip your rubber cap over. And again, that's just in case this thing starts dancing around and touches a piece of metal, anything like that, it will stop it from arcing out. You want to have just a little rubber boot over it, and that'll protect it. All right, guys, so that's our video for today. And like and subscribe, and hope to see you back.